They need to come in for questioning. Orders came straight from Minister Li.
This situation is diplomatically sensitive. The Empress would prefer that no one behave rashly. Ah, Commander, you arrived. Let's take a seat. This is my favorite sushi in 𝑉 I would make a recommendation, but everything is good.
You honor us, esteemed 𝕨. What would you like today?
I'll have the yellowtail and the triple temaki, please.
I'll take a bowl of white rice.
You don't care for sushi, Detective?
Don't eat anything that looks like it should still be moving.
I see.
And for you.
Detective, I understand how this all looks.
You mean the fact terrorism follows you around like a bad smell?
It's because we've been on the trail of a terrorist, an Aether Blade named 𝕨. She ordered the Aether Blade attacks, and she released Suwan.
Do you have any proof? Any at all?
Look, I know you've got a file going on me. You probably already understand me better than I do.
True.
So what sounds more likely? That I put millions of lives in danger? Or that I'm pursuing the person who did?
Let's hear what 𝕨 has to say.
Thank you. Now, everyone, if we could...
Commander, I'm afraid I need to ask you to come with me.
Captain, we are in the process of negotiating a civil resolution.
Humblest apologies, esteemed 𝕨, but Lady June wants to see to this personally.
Detective, can you tell your colleague to stand down?
He's not my colleague, he's a gussied-up rent-a-cop. Go back to Junlai, Captain Fa. The real police are on the case.
Detective, the event in question took place on Junlai property, and under the autonomy resolution, a corporate entity may claim jurisdiction to whatever...
If the resolution is in the primary interest of the corporate entity.
Captain, I need to remain free to pursue the Elder Dragon your corporate entity was keeping under Kaining.
Junlai Jade is not now, nor have we ever been, in possession of some...
Thousands of people saw a dragon emerge from the water near your facility. Please, listen to what the commander has to say.
Very well.
What do you know? Restraint from a corporate stooge.
Time grows short, Commander. You asked to speak with me, so speak. Lady June won't be so easily mollified. You'd better find your terrorists, and soon.
I didn't realize you were such a smooth talker.
You said you had a plan, Navon?
Ah, yes. First, where do you stand, Detective? Do you still insist on taking the commander in?
No. I've seen and heard enough to convince me the commander's got a job to do. But I'm coming along. If things are as bad as you say they are, well, you need me. If they're not, then I get any sense I'm being played.
You're not.
I borrowed something from the Ministry of Intelligence for you, Commander. It will disguise your face, but nothing else.
Intel gets all the best toys.
I know somewhere you can use as a base of operations. A historic refuge. It's just east of here, in the 𝐻𝑒𝓁𝑑 forest. The detective and I will go first to clear any potential roadblocks. You, Commander, will meet us at the city gates.
Hey, Commander. You there? We need to talk.
I assume this is about the fallout from 𝕁𝕭
Fallout? They are talking about a tribunal, Commander. Half the ministers want to deport us all immediately.
Has anyone been able to smooth things over with June?
No. It's taking all my charm to keep her from kicking me out.
No one at the reactor was willing to listen either. There was some evidence of an 𝐼'𝓂 presence, but no trace of Anka herself.
And Aureen's brand is still spreading, hampering repair efforts.
I just met with Navon. She has a plan to help.
Which means the Empress is probably on our side.
Exactly. Navon is taking me to a sanctuary in the 𝐻𝑒𝓁 forest, somewhere we can plan our next move. Detective Rama's thrown his impressive hat in with us as well. Jory, Gorik, meet me in 𝐻𝑒𝓁. Kaz, Taimi, keep doing what you're doing.
I see you got out of 𝐼'𝓂 without any trouble, Commander.
I'd love to open that disguise tech up and take a little look.
Don't even think about it. You break that thing, and the commander will be on a one-way trip back to Xinjie.
So, where's that safe haven you mentioned, Navon?
Right behind us.
Arbor Stone. My grandma used to tell me stories. Family lorries were part Zuhelzer. They built this place. It was one of the great houses of the 𝑘urziks.
For centuries. Until it was abandoned when they were conquered by the Ministry of Purity.
Due respect, ma'am, but safe haven? This place isn't exactly subtle.
No. But its occupants are no friends of the Canthan authorities. You'll be safe here. Come. See. The entrance is just ahead.
You mean right past the shadow monsters?
What? No, it can't be. I feel good.
to do some real damage.
Did somebody spike my coffee with a boga juice? Or was that Mordrum, Risen, and Branded all fighting together?
I thought so too, but on closer inspection, they appeared to be constructs of some kind, made up of an unidentified magic, not the same one we found in the reactor.
Perhaps we should move this discussion into the warded cathedral, unless you prefer to conduct further research firsthand.
No, that's not necessary. Commander, I'm not trying to panic, but what on Tyria did we just encounter?
If they're a new kind of dragon minion, they must belong to Suwon.
Logical assumption, but shouldn't hers be water?
Didn't look like any water I've ever seen.
You really think the wards will keep them out, Navan?
I can't be certain, but I hope so.
Does it always look this way?
No, not at all. I don't know what could have happened. I left a powerful guardian in charge, Ishan.
Awfully quiet. Was it just Ishan?
No, we should be hearing laughter and song and crackling fires. There was a large group taking shelter.
Was being the operative word.
If there's anyone here, we'll find them.
Their faces are blue. Did they all choke?
No. Take a closer look at the cheeks and lips. Swollen. Could be anaphylaxis.
Pretty big coincidence if they were all allergic to the same thing. Maybe poison?
The only way to know for sure would be to test the food, but we need to get it to a lab.
You do forensics?
I dabble, as a hobby. I enjoy reading about unsolved crimes and seeing if I can solve them.
Died in their sleep.
Smoldering embers in the brazier.
Puts the time of death sometime in the last few hours.
No, that isn't possible. It's like someone took the square root of -1 and just put it in the sky. What villain would disrespect the laws of physics like this?
Really? That's the thing you're hung up on here?
Look, the universe has rules. Break those rules and nothing, I mean nothing, makes sense. Nothing can be trusted. Down is up is down, water is dry. Am I still Goric?
You are definitely still Goric. Their faces are horrified. Like they were scared to death. Literally.
Poor bastards. Kicked around their whole lives just to die like this.
That's not how that's supposed to go.
What happened here? They look like they were in the middle of unpacking.
His chest is hollow. All the internal organs are gone.
But there's no visible wounds. Where the hell did they go?
Well, don't look at me. You're the death expert.
Where is 𝐼'𝓂? He was supposed to be protecting these people.
Looks like he abandoned his post.
Or he was the first to go.
You hear that? Came from over there.
Should we investigate?
Yes, but keep your eyes and ears open. We're not alone here.
No!
Navaan. Everything okay?
𝐼'𝓂? What happened to you?
That's 𝐼'𝓂?
A salt spray dragon! But it's like those creatures outside! A shade.
Feel the fury!
It apparently brought friends!
Smash them! Go get them! That was impressive!
Blade sharp mind. Look out! More shades incoming!
Staggered!
I feel good.
Just a few quick blows should bring us out!
𝐼'𝓂, my friend, please come back to us. We did not survive the horrors of 𝕁𝕦𝕔𝕙𝒾𝓶 only to have our story end
It's
here.
over.
𝐼'𝓂. I'm so sorry I left him to his fate.
The anomaly's vanished. It must have been ambient corruption from the magic in the salt spray.
𝐼'𝓂 was consumed by the same power that will to one. And then all of Elyria. The void.
The void?
The force that emerged from the broken dragon cycle. Which, if not stopped, will unwind reality one thread at a time.
Care to tell us how it is you know all this? And what was the magic you used? Never seen anything like it.
I have. When Ono shielded me against Balthazar's fire. Who are you really?
You deserve the truth. Suwan said I could trust you, but I had to be sure.
Suwan?
Su-1's champion.
I am. It's been centuries since I revealed my true form to a mortal. The last time, well, that mortal was a hero, much like yourself. One who saved me from a terrible fate. Now time is short, but I'm sure you have questions. The void is raw magic, chaos incarnate. In the beginning, everything's void. Then the mother dragon, Su-1, brought order, splitting the void into 6 domains of magic. She could not maintain that order alone, so she took on the domain of water and gave the others to the 5 elder dragons. It was on that foundation that all material life on Tyria flourished.
I'm not certain I can explain it. I become like water. And water can take many forms. We separated ourselves many tricks over the years. This one is not easy for us, but it is certainly useful. There are times when it's easier to protect if you can blend in among those you're protecting. Live their lives. 𝐻𝑒𝓁 always said I was spending too much time on that form. Too much time away. But I learn more every day.
The chamber that you built, I fight off Su-1's growing power and used it to fuel 𝐻𝑒𝓁. You might have noticed that the technology has been unreliable lately. That was because the void was being siphoned off as well, but only to machines, thankfully. Now it's Su-1 unleashed. Its tendrils are working out for her to wind their way through the rest of the world.
I don't know. She allowed herself to be contained because it was the only possible option.
But that facility provided by the other elder dragons, and with that containment destroyed,
she'll be overwhelmed.
Would it help if we could find another way to siphon off some of that magic?
Using this extractor.
Yes, that might work.
It would buy time, at least.
But it means we need to find 𝐼'𝓂 fast.
Kaz, timey. Were you listening to what Gheg had to say?
Yes, I have so many questions.
Questions we don't have time for now. We need to find 𝐼'𝓂.
She didn't leave us much work with the reactor.
And the only troublemaker on 6 radar standing right here in front of me.
Ulrich, you know her better than any of us. Any insights into her personality that might help?
She successfully lured me into an incredibly obvious trap. It's fair to say I don't know where to go anymore. If I ever did.
Hello, Lady Yvonne? Or who I say. I wanted to tell you about 𝐻𝑒𝓁. He fought it as long as he could. We are only alive because of him.
Thank you.
I overheard you talking, and I think I'm able to help. I'm Louis, and I'm a member of 𝐻𝑒𝓁, which means it's my job to know everything going on in 𝐼'𝓂. I need to escort these people to 𝓅𝓁 village, but we can talk when I get back.
Half Grizzly on my mother's side. Enough for that, it's not canon enough for some people. Of course, I'm not Grizzly enough for some people either. I've had that again, especially growing up where I did. I was lucky though. Insects like chance on me. Shouldn't have to be making it out of something else though. Shouldn't be any slums to begin with.
It's my honor to look after the people of 𝐻𝑒𝓁𝓁𝒃. I discovered long ago that the best way to do that was from within, rather than without. Your kind need a sensible voice in your ears, more than you need a dragon on the mount. The Emperor knew my real identity, as did her father before her, and his father before him. I was imprisoned by the assassin 𝐻𝑒𝓁𝓁𝒃. More than imprisoned. I was under his poisonous control. Used as a weapon against his enemies. Until I was finally released by an alliance of heroes. Someone offered me a new path, inspired by the heroes who saved me. I became Suwon's representative in the mortal world. Watcher and protector. I felt it when she woke. All of those of the sea did. A presence powerful enough to drive back shadows and depths. But it was not until 𝐼'𝓂 that I sought her out. An act of desperation to save what was left of a land I loved. It takes effort for one like her to see you. We are but moments in her infinite life. I didn't know if she would care. But she did. Somehow, she did. I became her champion. My bond with her is much like yours with 𝑘𝑒𝓁. Or perhaps more like your friend Keith's. I feel her, but she doesn't control me. She's come to mean a lot to me. It was hard when she chose to put herself in Jun's machine. But even now, she's always taking the long view.
He's so fixated on revenge.
I know. I worry about him too. But I'm keeping an eye on him. I'll make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Hi, Commander. Did 𝐻𝑒𝓁 have anything more to say about the Dragon Cycle?
Not yet. We're working hard to track down 𝐼'𝓂 right now.
Understood. We're busy over here too. Busy. Ever since the reactor was destroyed, Jun's been trying to figure out how to fix it. And see what we built?
I did notice you look a little different.
Yes, Junlai has an entire medtech division. They make braces for conditions like mine. They're incredible. I feel almost no pain when I'm wearing them. I did a little tweaking to the design, added some extra functionality. June's gonna incorporate my changes into Junlai's next model. Earlier, I managed to...
Excuse me. Are you Pei?
Uh-huh. And you're my great uncle?
I am.
Hey, I've been experimenting with this really interesting Canthan tech. It's an autonomously driven deconstructor. Breaks down complex items into their component parts.
So, what are you working on here? Looks like some kind of Aether Blade tech.
The Kestrels found it in 𝐻𝑒𝓁, beeping like crazy. I think it's one of those airship transponders 𝕨𝕒𝕒𝕟𝓈 damaged.
There's no way it's from one of ours. That outer shell is too new. Ours were old. Garbage.
No, it's definitely an Aether Blade transponder. Or was at some point. Only an Aether Blade would splice a wire with a... used bandage.
How could it possibly be Aether Blade? 𝕨𝕒𝕒𝓟𝓁 could have fixed it up when he got here? I don't know.
Could it help us find Anka?
Maybe. Just need to triangulate the signal destination. You could do that, right?
Can I do it, he asks. We'll get it done, Commander.
Commander, meet me at the entrance when you've got a minute. Ayumi's here with a new report about Anka.
So, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. I'm glad you asked. Except, you didn't. I mean...
Commander, I know I should have checked first, but I thought since Ivan didn't have anywhere else to go...
No. No, of course, Ivan. Maybe you can help us track down Anka and the Aether Blades.
Right. Speaking of which, where is my captain? Is she with you? Is she... is she...
I'm sorry, Ivan.
Don't be sorry for Captain Trin. Be sorry for Anka. You're gonna get her, right?
I'll get her sooner if we're all working together.
Then I volunteer my services to your crew. If I think of anything that can help, I'll let you know.
Commander, I trust you and your friends are comfortable.
Food, mostly.
Very. The Kestrels have been more than accommodating. Thank you.
This bag
Ayumi
here
was just telling me that
full of
Anka's been
carrot
pretty
bread.
busy since
Some
her little
fishermen
escapade
in
in the
Xinjiang's
reactor.
nuts for this stuff.
Putting it lightly, she's been sending Aether Blades to meet with both of the criminal gangs here in 𝐻𝑒𝓁.
The Speakers and the Jade Brotherhood. Only thing they agree on is they don't agree on anything.
Except working with Anka, apparently. I should pay these gangs a visit. Ideally, without them knowing.
I've got Kestrels stationed outside each of their camps. Talk to them. They'll get you inside.
I'm gonna head for Mori Village, southeast 𝐻𝑒𝓁. Meet me there when you're done.
Sometimes we Kestrels go places we aren't exactly invited. Our spies have had a lot of practice crafting Brotherhood and Speaker illusions. They'll make sure you blend in. We've seen hints of them here and there.
They're mobile, and they don't leave a lot of clues behind. We found that transponder, the one we gave to 𝐻𝑒𝓁. Odd, though. Seems unlike them to leave that in the open. You're most welcome. I like to think of Arborstone as a big nest where everyone comes together. I want our hatchlings to be able to play here, local merchants and businesses from far-off lands to work as one. We have big plans for this place. We're happy you're a part of them. Oh, yes. The Kestrels have been around since our ancestors fled to 𝐻𝑒𝓁. A few Tengu made it their job to protect the others on their way, and voila! The Kestrels were born. It's always been a loose association, no formal leadership. Old Kestrels train new Kestrels, and so the order goes on. It's not actually a perfect system, if I'm being honest. Lately, well, a few things have really gotten out of control. Gangs moved in, and they've been pushing people around. Innocent people have died. I've been trying to get us to work together more, but, well, I'm pretty new at this. I'm not actually from 𝐻𝑒𝓁, so no one takes me seriously.
Fanatics. Started off a well-intentioned, if quirky, bunch of environmental defenders. But over time, they went hardline. Started opposing any kind of technological progress. Then a warden Tetra Earth call took control. Weaponized their good intentions. That's when they started enslaving spirits and bombing anyone they disagreed with. Got them all convinced they're gonna become immortal forest spirits, like her. Scavengers. Think of themselves as heroes of the downtrodden, but all they're doing is lining their own pockets. They scoop up any discarded jade tech they can get their hands on, and then sell it to people who don't know any better. Even their nameless scavenge for parts. They got nothing to do with the gang that went up against 𝐼'𝓂. The Kestrels. They're a force to be reckoned with. Wish I'd known about them sooner, honestly. Now that we're all on the same side, maybe we've actually got a chance to get ahead of Ankha and the Void.
Aurene, Kaith, did you ever catch up to Suwan?
We did. In the Jade Sea. We're working with the local authorities to keep her from moving beyond Kantha.
They didn't trust us at first. They'd seen the news bulletins blaming Aurene for Suwan's escape. Only took one fairly devastating skirmish with the Void to convince them it was worth believing we were on their side.
They've sent word to Xingzhe to send more forces. We can only hope their government listens. We can't let the Void spread to the rest of Tyria, and the Void follows wherever she goes.
I know. We've already experienced its effects here in 𝐻𝑒𝓁 firsthand. We're on Ankha's trail now.
I've got a joke for you. Why does the new Luxon Navy have glass-bottom boats?
A Luxon joke. Really, Grandpa?
What? It's funny. Why? Because we say
Go infect yourself!
Be so nice.
That other warden, he was desiccated?
Yes, very suddenly.
You mean Project Honeypot?
Indeed. It will pass through Jade Brotherhood territory, correct?
How did you get in here? Go on, get out!
Tetra's planning to hit them back, right?
Oh yeah. It'll be soon.
How did you get in here? And stay out!
Yeah.
Seems like kind of a lot. I mean, if we're just gonna use them to blow up tech, that's one thing, but...
Yeah, I hear you. A lot's changed since...
You're a Castellano!
Feel the fury!
So many vigorous spirits. A few of the lieutenants tried talking to the villagers, pointing out how much less it'll hurt if they join willingly. But they're being stubborn.
weapons your people have been using to blast us apart, virtuous?
Okay, well, those may be a little evil, but I don't build weapons. I make things like, well, the oven in that bakery. All it does is make bread.
Anyone on this line? I'm a bit hurt over here. Might need some help getting clear of hostile territory.
Be advised that 𝐼'𝓂 Forest falls
The
outside
𝐼'𝓂 gangs
Ministry
are at war with each other. Anyone who can help, please meet me at 𝑒'Mori Village.
For the forest!
That other warden, he was desiccated?
Yes, very suddenly.
The Brotherhood made their first move. They're marching toward 𝐻𝑒𝓁, a 𝑘'r𝑒ℎ outpost in Speaker territory.
Couldn't convince the rest of your family to join up?
Nope. My mother thinks her flower power is gonna save the forest.
Ugh, against the flood of jade tech corruption? Ridiculous.
Your brother and sister agree with her?
Yeah. They need help with the political rituals. It's up to me to save them. To save all of us.
I feel good.
All I do is work on machines.
That's exactly why you're here. You need to face the consequences of the evil you've brought into the world.
It's not evil. It's just technology.
Oh? All those weapons your people have been using to blast us apart are virtuous?
Okay, well, those may be a little evil, but I don't build weapons. I make things like, well, the oven in that bakery. All it does is bake bread. Perfect crusty on the outside, soft on the inside bread. There's nothing evil about bread.
You don't need to spoil the natural world of baked bread.
done?
What happened with that outsider we caught?
Tetra gave the Sky Pirate to the Ritualists for a chat. Apparently they got a lot out of him. Saw a notebook that was full of intel change hands. Inga said the screams were, well, he's still not sleeping through the night. Better we don't know what happened.
Probably a little odd at first. But we'll get used to it.
They don't eat.
It'll be worth it. We'll be able to drive back anyone who threatens the forest.
You think we'll be able to turn back?
The oven in that bakery. Only just baked bread. Perfect, crusty on the outside, soft on the inside bread. There's nothing evil about bread. You don't need to spoil the natural.
Anyone on this line? I'm a bit hurt over here. Might need some help getting clear of hostile territory.
That other warden, he was desiccated?
Yes, very suddenly.
Someone cast a spell on him or something?
There was some kind but I did not recognize it.
Learn anything at the speakers camp, Commander?
They'd captured an 𝐼'𝓂 but 𝐼'𝓂 was after her stolen tech, not the pirate's life. Then she backed out.
Dooming the pirate, though also ensuring the gang kept the stolen technology.
Commander, we found the 𝐼'𝓂 camp. Seems Ankha's long gone, but there might still be some clues on site.
Good work. I'll head over there soon. Get a look at their defenses.
A score of angry sky pirates with swords and guns. Nothing you can't handle, if I may be so bold.
This one's got you figured, Commander.
Mine. All mine.
Next time it won't be so nice.
Extra damage.
Pretty sure the Jade Brotherhood's gonna want to hang on to the tech, so the speakers should...
Captain! Captain. It's an 𝐼'𝓂 ship. Just passed overhead.
That is, as you know, completely impossible.
We know what we saw, Captain. Got a quick scan before it disappeared. It's got a functional portal device on board.
Well, that's interesting. Show me where it was headed. First thing that happens when we make camp, the locals have to show their teeth. Prove who's in charge. 2 of my pirates got caught, and normally I'd shrug it off as a loss, but I'm not that lucky. They'd been salvaging parts for a new mist portal device. Then they were captured along with the parts. But I should be realistic. Even if I get those parts, the portal device is a long shot. Which is nice in a way. Negotiation is so much easier without an emotional attachment.
So Ankha's trying to rebuild their mist portal device. Each of the captured Aether Blades had a piece she needed.
Then that mystery airship appears with a working model on board.
Ankha cancels the negotiations and turns her focus to finding the airship. Which means we should probably find it first.
Hey, Commander! It's Ivan! You know, from work? I think me and 𝐻𝑒𝓁 have a lead there. Where can we all meet?
I've got my hands full with the speakers in Jade Brotherhood, so I have to sit this out. Rama's waiting at our village.
We're on our way.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
Have to build it first to find out.
So that's it. Do it just because you can. And if it ends up doing harm, whoops.
Is it true you think you're the cost of innovation one day? We're just claiming
I
our piece
know
of the
we will
pie.
be wardens one day. We have been chosen to protect the forest from humanity.
You got brainworms, old man. Tetra's done a number on you.
Set sail. Come back to the window.
You're bending down to meet the arrow, 𝐻𝑒𝓁. Stand up straight and bring the arrow to your face.
There's a hunger for more of these blankets in the city, you know. I could sell 5 times as many as you're making.
And then they'd be 5 times worse.
Well, you find a way to automate the process a bit. It'd speed it up. Results would be more.
What does it even mean to be a territory of Kantha?
Commander,
Except that we have
over
to
here.
send them money. Welcome to Mori Village. I was just finishing up showing your friends around.
Apparently, we're the first 𝐻𝑒𝓁 𝓁𝓁 to be invited into the village.
Yeah, real honor. Maybe we should...
Right. Commander, that transponder the Kestrels found, it's weird, but it was on its own network.
But still technically 𝐼'𝓂. When I activated the transponders, it started broadcasting its signal.
Whoever's piloting that ship probably got spooked and threw it overboard, which is how we found it.
And it seems like the transponder's still communicating with the ship. Signal's weak, but it points to Melandru's Hope.
Then it sounds like I'm headed to Melandru's Hope to find us an airship. Good work, you two.
All these gangs running around? It'd be easy getting supplies in here.
We manage. Only just.
You don't have to sugarcoat it. I used to double as the ship's cook.
It just appeared out there?
You're headed in the right direction, Commander. Somewhere that way.
What could possibly... I can't... What's going on? Please!
Please, Doctor, you have to help her. She isn't making any sense.
Slow down.
Just got a slight uptick in signal strength. I think you're getting closer.
Do not step in those!
Signal spiking, Commander. You've got to be right on top of the source.
Well, I'm just looking at a strange door. Are you sure this is it?
The signal doesn't lie. Take a look inside.
I'm inside and there is an airship. It's got aether blade markings, all right. I'll keep you all posted.
Captain, we have a trespasser. Prepare deckside defenses.
We don't have any
Oh,
deckside
it's
defenses.
on now.
Also, you don't order me around. I order you around.
Belay that order, Captain. We've got an old friend clambering aboard. Was wondering when you'd show up, Commander. Come on inside. We'll have a drink.
We drank all the drinks.
𝕂𝓂 I have to assume you're here on purpose?
On purpose, with purpose. Commander, you are looking at the world's largest flying VIP social club and gourmet restaurant. Unfortunately, we lack the room and willpower for expansion.
He says that like it's my fault.
Okay, I stuck with you as long as I could, but we're gonna talk about something else now. Captain Trin of the Aetherblades was murdered by her first mate, 𝐼'𝓂. 𝐼'𝓂 wants this ship.
She can get in line.
I need her to think she can skip the line. Nothing we've done has surprised her. I want to change that.
You want to use us as bait? To draw out your murderous pirates? See, this is why I miss you, Commander.
What exactly would we get out of this suicide pact you're proposing?
The saviors of Cantha? Pretty sure Kez could negotiate that into a favorable rate on a site for Canuck's social club.
A site off my ship?
Well, let's not be too...
Done.
hasty. Okay. Consider us bait, Commander.
Smart thinking, Commander. We can lay a trap for 𝐼'𝓂 wherever that ship's going to moor.
She won't go down without a fight.
Should pick a spot where people are least likely to get hurt.
The 𝕁𝕦𝕔𝕙 scrapyard, right in the center of 𝐻𝑒⁴. That'll be quiet enough.
I could send out a false message on their comms network. I've been working on a relay.
Ooh, yes. 𝐼'𝓂 will definitely hear it. And if she knows there aren't any defenses, she might get overconfident. At least overconfident enough to bring the extractor along for a speedy getaway.
Message sent and received.
Good work, Ivan. Everyone, come to the airship, and we'll escort it to the scrapyard.
Ivan's on the way. That's probably not the best idea. If I can hack around your photon forge, so can 𝐼'𝓂.
You can monitor Aether Blade chatter from Arborstone, Ivan. Be our eyes and ears.
All right. Just promise me she won't get away.
She won't get away. Mine. All mine.
Remember, we want to detain her. If we can present 𝐼'𝓂 and her extractor to Minister Li,
we can prove our innocence, and then use the extractor to drain the void from Suwon.
Look, 𝐼'𝓂... We can't! She's too dangerous! Do you understand?
We do, but she left us with very few options, and that extractor's our best shot at saving Suwon. Ayumi, see anything?
No. But do you really think I'd keep it to myself if I did?
Well, it's nice to see everyone in such a good mood.
She lied to us! To me! Kidnapped! Threatened! She's a monster!
You don't have to convince us, 𝐼'𝓂. We're already on board. Everyone, clear on the plan?
not much of a plan.
Yes, we're clear. The Aether Blades attack, we repel. Then take 𝐼'𝓂 alive and secure the extractor.
Well, I'm no expert, but wouldn't we have a better chance of success with more, what do you veterans call them? Specifics?
Shut up, 𝐻𝓂.
I mean it, by the way. This good mood, it's infectious.
There! Aether Blades, on the approach. 2 groups going around you.
My Kestrels are almost in position.
You brought backup?
It's not backup if they were part of this from the start.
Surrender this ship to the Aether Blades, and we'll let you live. Where's 𝐼'𝓂? She too much of a coward to fight us herself?
Hey! No one talks about the captain like that and gets away with it!
She isn't a captain. She's a common thief. No better than you.
So you're not gonna surrender?
Let's have some fun.
We've got you outnumbered 6-1.
Hold that thought.
Hey, look at that. 6-1.
All right. In exchange for 𝐼'𝓂's location, I'll need some compensation.
I'm not sure that's your best play. Tell us where she is.
Right. She's, Captain! No! I didn't tell! I didn't!
I feel good.
Damn it.
Where is she?
She can just keep throwing these... Like I was saying.
We stay here, we'll be fighting these corpses until we join them.
Wait, if 𝐼'𝓂 indeed brought the extractor, I may be able to detect it. Got it! Aureen's energy signature, right in the center of the disposal yard. Come on!
Saida, 𝐻𝓂, you should leave while you can.
I could pretend I want to fight you on that, but I respect you too much.
See you on the other side of this, Commander.
Where do you find these people?
In jail, usually.
gonna have to ask you to call back that ship, Commander.
You and I both know that's not going to happen.
What if I killed you, brought you back, and forced you to make the call? No, you've already died. 𝑅𝒾𝓁, then. You'll appreciate it. Like how you hook an electrode to a dead roach so their nerves twitch.
You don't scare us.
And that's why the cheap seats love you so much. It takes more than an inescapable apocalypse to ruffle your feathers. Fortunately, science always has a solution.
She's summoning help! Don't let those things touch you!
Go get them! You know what the worst thing is? You actually think stopping all this would be a victory.
Ending the dragon cycle will save countless lives.
You did end it. Congratulations. Now live with the consequences. The void is literally filling the void you made.
If we can stop its corruption, we can...
Alchemy, you don't get it. Every change you make changes something else. I feel good. You just can't change. Now it's time to pay the bill.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Take them out!
Wow. 𝑅𝒾𝓁, I'll be honest, I thought you would handle this better.
You kidnapped me. Tried to kill us. You used our relationship to betray me.
I'm sorry that's what you thought. But I figured more than anyone would understand what I'm doing.
𝐼'𝓂, for the first time in my life, I understand exactly what you're doing.
Sharper still.
Good. Then you shouldn't hold this against me.
What are you... That's void magic!
What's the matter? You think you can stop it, right? Then this shouldn't be a problem for you. Soon the whole world's gonna look like this. Trust me, I don't like it any more than you.
Then stop fighting and help us!
This is it! Do you understand? A tyrannical lich, a demented god, and 5 elder dragons later, and all that's left is the void. An emptiness with purpose. Just my kind of apocalypse. Why can't you all just enjoy it? The end.
Commander, that passage.
Gotta be where she's hiding the extractor.
You, the inquest, June. Why's everyone want to play God? Everyone fails, every time. Just embrace the end that you earned, and let the world reset. You're no fun. 𝑅𝒾𝓁 used to be fun. My Trin. What happened to you people? You can't fix anything by playing it safe. You have to burn it down. So something better can grow in its place. Alchemy. All I ever wanted was a little stimulation. Is that so much to ask?
𝐼'𝓂. Sorry, I just thought I'd feel better. When, you know, when justice was... when it was done.
This is... When it's someone you know who hurt you, there's no closure. Not until you decide it's time to move on.
I think... I'm tired of feeling like this. Yeah.
So, the extractor?
Right. Knowing Anka, she had a contingency plan. Looks like she set it to overheat without a proper biometric scan. I can probably deactivate it. Probably.
𝓂.
It's not stopping. It's not. Get away from me!
Oh, no. Everyone all right? 𝓂, Jory?
Fine. How do we not see that coming?
Can we... I don't know, can we fix it?
Doesn't look like it. 𝓂?
We'd have to learn how it works. It would take too long. There's only one person who can fix this, and she won't.
June, what if we could prove that Anka was the one behind the attack? Provide some evidence.
For starters, Anka's dead. Secondly, your evidence just blew up.
The extractor blew up, but we don't need the whole thing. If the extractor's core is still in one piece, it should still have residual 𝐼'𝓂 magic stored in there.
And we can show that to 𝕞𝕦𝕔𝓙. Plausible deniability. Nice thinking, 𝓂.
And so, the apprentice detective finally becomes the master, huh?
No.
Okay.
But as a sleuthing partner, you're not half bad.
Thanks for seeing me. I didn't know who else to turn to. I'm still getting the hang of this pirate business. It's been tough.
You're doing just fine, little Anka. Relax. Feel the breath of the wind. Taste the salt of the sea. Swashbuckling's about being free.
Being free?
Aye, we go where we want, do as we please. No gods, no masters.
It's a dangerous life, though. What we do.
We all gotta die one day. This old sea dog will go out in a glorious blaze, blade to blade with a worthy foe. Ah, Captain!
At ease, 𝓂. Are we prepped for voyage?
Aye.
Good. And who might you be?
Crewmate Anka, ma'am.
Ah. 𝕨𝕐𝕟𝕟, right? Glad to have you aboard, Anka. We've got big plans. And it won't hurt to have another inquest engineer aboard.
Thank you. I won't let you down, Captain.
That's it. Let's... Yes! See? 𝐼'𝓂's magical signature. Right there.
Okay. That's enough evidence for me. Let's get this in front of 𝕞𝕦𝕔𝓙.
I'll go with you. Make sure it's clear I stand by the evidence. Once that's done, we'll go see June together.
Is that wise? Going to 𝕞𝕦𝕔𝓙? Minister Li may interpret the evidence differently, to suit his preconceptions.
It doesn't matter how he interprets it. We have laws, we uphold them. Li will have to accept this.
You say that with seeming conviction.
I've had a lot of practice. Commander, I'll meet you at 𝕞𝕦𝕔𝓙 HQ.
Sweet, sweet loot.